All right. What's up? Let's start that timer. Tick, tick, tick. All right. What an amazing day. Oh, man. Rocking it. EU dumping, continuing that downtrend, following that trend until it no longer makes us money. What'd I tell you guys? Oh my god, he's always right. Happy birthday, my dude. Oh, I didn't even have tea today. What? Oh, too much going on. Too much excitement. Actually, I'm gonna go out for a coffee soon, so it's probably good I didn't have tea, because I gotta leave the house, because there's gonna be a surprise waiting for me. Fearless leader's birthday. Do leaders even have birthdays? Or are they just always fearless? Your birthday was yesterday? That's awesome, dude. There's a lot of people I noticed they have their birthdays this week. So many people I'm meeting, all birthdays this week. It's pretty cool. Hey guys, glad you can join, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Half off the position. Yeah, totally, me too. Some off this one. Take a little bit off there. Okay. Taking a little bit off the position as we're rolling in here. We got a couple EU shorts rolling. Basically just shorting the euro today. May the pips be with you. Yeah, it's a good day. Making a bit of money. I knew we were gonna make money today. I knew it. Cause it's my birthday. Been struggling all week. Nice opportunity on EJ. Maybe we'll take a look at EJ. Yeah, we'll take a look at EJ. Do I do a live stream every day? Almost. Some days I miss. E is kind of coming back up. I don't really like that attitude it's got right now. Not a nice attitude right there. I do not show you my trades live on stream. I stream after I've done most of my trading. I simply teach. I'm not here to hold your hand. You're in a GU sell? That's probably a good idea if we look at GU. Probably a good idea. Oh my god. Yeah, I got a couple pairs to look at. We got a couple pairs, and I like it. Everything's doing exactly what I told you guys yesterday. Exactly. Every single thing I said yesterday, it's doing it. And that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes when you're the most awoke. I awokened up and told you guys what to do. Yeah, Nick, it's my birthday today, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I have one just like everybody else. That's pretty cool. Just a normal person having a birthday. Kind of crazy. So guys, it's funny, 78 of you are watching right now. Some chick messaged me this morning on Instagram, and she's all pissed off because apparently my girlfriend was like sending And let me put this one up here. So I got like a different camera going here, just so you know. My camera is just not plugged in right now, so we'll just do this one right there. So some young girl was mad at me telling my girlfriend to stop sending titty pics to her boyfriend on Snap. And I thought it was a scam at first. I thought it was like, okay, I looked at her profile on Instagram and I was like, okay, maybe I'll put this on here. Webcam, boom. Okay, I looked at her profile and she's got an OnlyFans. So I knew it was like something where like, okay, you know, fake, you know, your girlfriend's been messaging my boyfriend, so why don't we get back at them and you buy my OnlyFans or something like that. Like I thought it was like something to like get money out of me. But I asked her some questions and it was actually like a person we know. And it just freaking turns out that it's a guy that she just always sends like a snap of the day or whatever, just to like keep in touch. And then she saw one and she was pissed. And it's probably just because my girlfriend's hotter than her. So she's all jealous now and they've been friends since high school and made him remove her from her Snap. It's fucking stupid. Young girls, man, they're so jealous. All right, let's get to it. It's a little bit of a funny story to start off there. We got a couple entries here for EU here, and this is a really great one. So we're just kind of trying to follow this trend after we're really breaking down. We're seeing, look at this. We're seeing very obvious sweeps of the previous days, kind of highs, the Asia highs sweeping above and then really breaking down. We kind of just jumped in right away with a stop above those levels, and then we waited for this pullback here too, right to the untested zone right here, right? Untested, right there, stop above. You come up, enter, nice and clean. Nice and clean, and then we're just riding it down. So now that we are just getting to the end of the London day now, that it's 8 o'clock here, we are seeing like a little bit of, you know, possible bounce off of this zone. I'm not super satisfied in thinking that that's the end. If it was happening here, then I'd be satisfied in pulling the order completely, just simply because then people are going to get stopped out. But right here, there's really not that many buyers in my opinion, just logically thinking about it. There could be, but it doesn't seem super likely, and it could definitely bounce up here. That's kind of why we're moving our stops forward. We're taking some profit along the way, so we're nice and happy sitting pretty there. We might cut things off depending on what it's forming here in a second, but it could really come up all the way up here again and then continue down. That's perfectly fair there, but we have taken off the majority of that trade now, now that we are seeing that reversal there. Tell me where you got that share. This one, Amazon, I think. I bought a new one that's coming in. I think they're shipping it in July though. It's been on back order for months. It's called Secret Lab. I'll show you Secret Lab. Secret Lab. This one, I bought this one, is coming in. Happy birthday. So many birthday wishes, man. I feel so special. What I'm doing for my birthday is I want to donate, and I posted to Facebook, so I got a few Facebook notifications. I'm just asking for like suggestions where to donate to, and then whatever one gets the most likes, I'm gonna donate like $1,000 to, just because I feel like there's a lot of shit going on, and it's probably, I got this one. I thought that looks pretty cool. Cool. First time here, and I watch all streams in delay. Oh, you're here live this time, man. What is my daily earnings, man? Oh, are we asking inappropriate questions now? Oh man, where did you lose your virginity? Maybe you should answer that one, and then I'll answer an inappropriate question next. You're sitting in your Secret Lab chair. Sweet, dude. Good stuff. All right, let's look at another pair. GU. What'd I tell you guys? Boom. Yesterday. Oh my god, that's one of the pairs we got right. Okay. Totally. Let's get rid of this. So why were we thinking about that again? Well, we saw these previous highs, right? We saw them kind of being swept. We saw rejection, all this stuff. We thought yesterday, good chance it was just going to shoot down for the rest of the day. That's what I was saying, right? Because it was breaking below this level and everything. We thought it was just going to jump right back down there, but it actually just ranged for Asia session, and then it came up. And, you know, you could have obviously seen this coming. Maybe not obvious, but you have the Asia session highs and you're kind of sweeping them and then breaking down. London has decided the actual trend of the day, and then in the New York Open we wait for that pullback, untested zone, and then we go for that trend trade and we just follow it, right? That's what we could have done on GU if you guys were watching. So what are we still looking for here? I was expecting it a little bit deeper into that zone. Why? Because we saw little bit of a gap here between that tried of a test and the actual zone here. So I think that it's going to go a little bit deeper into the zone and then hit that before we bounce off of it. That's the prediction for next week. We're going to come here and bounce off in a McDonald's bathroom. Oh, no way. You didn't. Oh my God, that'd be funny. At your mom's house. Speaking of inappropriate questions, how old are you? I'm 26 now. I don't think that's an inappropriate question. I think age is pretty obvious and you can see it by how somebody looks, right? Like you guys obviously know I'm in my, you obviously know I'm in my mid-20s, right? Somewhere between mid-20s and 30, right? It's pretty obvious. So it's not really something that like people would not want to share with everyone. And it doesn't really pose any like safety issues either, where other things can make people uncomfortable too. E.g., I got someone who messaged me. Who messaged me? Ram messaged me saying that he took this trade. Boom. That's the trade that we talked about. Take profit, final take profit. Way up here, just let it run until that zone there. Now that we have that going, if you did want to see if you can jump into this, it's a little bit risky here for today now because it is obviously every single time I tell you guys it's late in the day, but this is the zone. I don't like trading this late. That's the zone that you would want to buy off of if it did come back up, right? And then you can just trend it all the way to there. You know, it would be a decent trade if it was a good time of the day. Something like that. That's a pretty decent trade still. It's 5 hour. Yeah, with the beard, I look older. Yeah, haven't been ID'd in a long time because of it. What's your take on oil futures? I don't trade oil. I don't have any opinion on fundamental analysis stuff. I don't listen to deep Chad like voice. Oh man, that's sweet. How long have you been trading full time? I quit my job in February. Used your sweep strategy and won 10 out of 13 trades. Holy shit. Sweaty visuals. Oh man. You look like a little kitty cat in your photo. What trading platform do I use? This is TradingView. I use MetaTrader 4 to place trades. All right, let's look at EJ. Somebody asked for EJ. Okay, so this is what we were thinking, right? Oops. Okay. Why were we thinking this? Just remind me. Just remind me, boys. Why were we thinking this? I think we're just going to say up here, basically because we have the previous major swing highs. I think that's why we're looking up there. And we were just kind of looking for these lows to be swept, right? We were talking exactly that. Oh my God, how is he so good? Like, wait, shit. Wrong one. Doesn't have as much effect when I don't have hotkeys. And the camera's way over here. I go, oh man, that's not as dramatic. Okay. Just stare at the camera like Jim from The Office does when he makes a joke or something. That's exactly what we said. That's pretty crazy. So I think it continues. It's showing the exact reaction we were looking for. So why would we change our bias? I still think it's going to come up here now, and I still think it's going to kind of test, this is a bit untested here, so it could go as low as this, could go as high as this one up here, this area here. That's my guess, right? But we're not completely sure. I think this is obviously going to be a rejection point for sure, somewhere in there. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're going to go above or below. But that'll be a rejection point considering the downtrend. Yeah, do these sessions get recorded? Yeah, they're recorded. They're posted publicly for one day, and then I put them to unlisted, and you can still find them on a playlist on my channel. The sweep strategy is on one of my YouTube videos. I think it's called My First Profitable Strategy. It's like the first one I came up with. But I actually have a better version of it that I teach sometimes on stream. So sometimes, you guys, I think I actually started a stream within the last few days teaching it. It might have been yesterday or the day before, if you guys want to learn the better version of it. And I'm not going to do it again because I need those clicks. Just kidding. I'm just going to make you work for things because that's funny for me. Cool. What do we want to look at? Do I trade stocks? No. Do I trade cryptos? I buy cryptos. I have probably like 30K invested in different cryptos right now. And I'm looking to get more as the price drops. Let's look at the price. So I want to really be in here. Below 8K. Anywhere below 8K, I'm really happy in like putting majority of money in. I was looking for a sweep above these highs here. Multiple tests. I thought it was going to do that and then come down. So it still could do that. But now that we're taking a long time, PayPal's just announced that they're going to be allowing people to buy Bitcoin or whatever with the PayPal. So that might start a bull market. And also the longer that this goes on, the more likely it's just not going to come back because the economy's slowly starting to recover. And the only thing stopping this from going to the moon is basically people are just, they're just, what's the word? Like fearful of the economy right now. So I do think at some point this year we'll hit 8K. So that's why I'm holding off. But if we go well above here and it's just completely start closing above, I'll just start buying because it's not a big difference. I think anywhere around 10K, you're going to 10x your money within the next 3-4 years. These nut stocks, I'll buy some nuts. Oh, guys, I did a really cool like social experiment yesterday. I have a YouTube channel friend that lives like next door, and he's called Discover Connection, and he does all like human connection things. So we're recording a video where we went into the public and we set up like a booth, I guess, and you talk to a stranger and you play a game, and you ask them questions, and then you also answer the question like on the cards, and it got really cool because you would like predict things about the person based off of like just basically just meeting them, and you would reveal stuff about yourself and you would talk about things. It was cool. It was really like cool bond with people. So I'll post that video at some point whenever it's out. I think these social experiment things, connection stuff, is kind of fun. Lease the Jag. Yeah, I actually did lease the Jag because it makes no sense to buy anything, but I'm gonna buy it afterwards. It's more financially feasible. It makes more sense to lease a new car and then buy it after the lease, because if you buying something, you're either financing it, which you're going to be just paying the taxes for the first few years, or the interest or whatever. Or if you buy outright, it makes no sense also, because then you could have just put the 100K into an investment and made more money back. So your smartest decision is actually anything around 100K, you just want to lease it. And then once it gets down to like 3 years old, you can just buy it out, because then it's cheap. Let's look at something here. US 2000. What is the US 2000? I don't know what the US 2000 is. Is that an actual thing? 2000? The Russell. Oh, the Russell. Small caps. It's probably the exact same. Yeah, dude, this looks solid. This looks solid for rejection. I bet small caps actually do way worse. So if you want, this would be my opinion. If you wanting to short the stock market, I would short the Russell, because it's gonna be much weaker companies, right? Compared to if you look at the Nasdaq is the top IT companies. IT companies always do well, right? They're the best companies. So if you want to long something, go into the Nasdaq. If you want to short it, go into like some shitty companies, right? And because they're really gonna crash. So this looks pretty bad to me, actually. Just kind of draw a level here. See, it's closing below, showing super signs of weakness within this range, right? Coming back up. Maybe we want to get a little bit higher. Let's look at the 4-hour here on that level. Did that touch? This is where I would be satisfied shorting. Up there. Sweep this high, touch that, something like this. I'm gonna bounce off that. I think something like this. Oops. Maybe something like that. The S&P and compare. Pretty much a similar view, yeah. It's the exact same as the S&P. Pretty much the same view I had before on the S&P. Oh, look at odd USD, sure, yeah. Nice call on EG. Yeah, thanks, man. I try not to give like too many calls, because it's hard like, oops, wrong one. It's hard to like give a call and then just like people take it and then it's wrong. I don't like people losing money under my call. So sometimes I don't want to do it, but it's good to give advice so you guys can learn. Because ultimately I just want you guys to learn. Oh, what's this one for? Oh, it's for a trade. I'm currently short on this, that's why. So we were talking about how we still think that this is going to come way down here. And it's kind of just continuing down. There's no reason to change our bias yet. Let's look at the daily trend. Daily trend is coming down. I have no reason to believe this isn't going to sweep these lows, the Monday low. Most likely today, considering that momentum, we're going to get close to it, and I'm currently in a short, so I'll probably, if we don't hit this, then I'll take off like half of the trade before the weekend. Do I give US 30 signals? No, I don't trade the US 30 at all. I don't trade stocks at all. Hurry up. Okay. Yeah, so it's my birthday, guys. I'm going to keep this pretty short. So let's just look at a couple more. And if you guys have any amazing questions, then shoot them now. We already looked at GU, I thought. Did we look at GU? Yeah, we looked at GU. Shoot. How many pairs do you trade daily? I tend to only look at like the US dollar now and EG, Euro J. That's pretty much all I look at now. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm trading very little because there's a lot going on, like managing my traders. So my personal trades are very, very light. But I could still give you guys my opinion of what I would be doing, and it still hold true. It's just I'm paying less attention to looking at charts myself. I only really look like once. I look when I wake up or whatever. I'm like, okay, there's nothing, so I just won't trade today, right? And that's basically all I do. I'll look like once, and then I'll just freaking watch what's going on with the group. How did I find my team of traders? Just from like social media and stuff. I've been following a lot of people, and I just analyze people and how they do. Make a video how to draw support and resistance zones. Or SR zones. I kind of have. UCAD. Time frames do you trade? That's a dumb question. All of them. How do I draw my ranges for the sweep strategy? That's kind of a good question. It's a bit hard because that's kind of something that's going to be up to your own judgment, but you're going to be looking for major highs and lows, right? So it could kind of be anything, honestly. If you're just looking for that sweep strategy, the important thing you want to be looking for is a pullback, a deep pullback, to put it very simply, right? A deep pullback and change of trend, and then trend back, right? So if that's what you're looking for the sweep strategy, so let's look at EU here, because I remember there's one on here. So something like this, right, where you just have a rough range, right, when you're coming along there, right? So this is what it would look like at the current time. You just see a high and a low, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a range. It could just be a high and a low. But the important thing is you've changed trend here, so you've broken all these levels, right? And then you've changed trend back. So now it showed weakness, and then you see the sweep above that level, and that's just stopping people out, and then it goes down, boom, 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 and you get some money, right? That's what you'd be looking for. Drawing the ranges itself doesn't really matter, right? Because there's many ranges. There's tons of ranges. There's ranges here. There's ranges here. It really just matters how far you pull back. But basically, you know, obviously don't pick this one because that makes no sense. Pick the top one in something practical. What shot am I having for my birthday? A gunshot. Kidding. Maybe some porn stars or something. Something light. I don't like doing shots. I get too drunk. Tequila. Yeah, tequila, but then I get too drunk. So I like just drinking like light stuff. I don't like getting drunk that much. Okay. Any tips for finding the directional bias? Yeah, dude, that's a decent question. Wait until the London session is mostly over. So if you have the sessions here, wait till the London session is over. Look at if it's gone up or down. If it's roughly flat, don't trade the trend. Look at this. London session is over. You've gone down, and now as it comes back, it generally starts coming back, going closer to the New York session, right? So midway through the London session, very often it starts pulling back so that it can get a good entry for the New York session, right? Here's another example. It doesn't really do that though. It just goes straight down, and then it kind of reverses, shows a reversal sign here maybe. No, it doesn't actually. Kind of, no. For today, this was something different. This doesn't look normal. So they're not always going to look normal, but you'll see, here you go. London session starts coming up, mid through the London-ish. It starts pulling back so that you can get a good entry on the New York Open. Look at this. Flat, don't do anything. Look at this one. You sweep the highs, London Open. Coming into the New York, you get a pullback, and then you go continue. Same thing. It just follows that time. You don't really get a good pullback. So every time is a bit different, but you guys kind of see the point, hopefully. So here's a really deep pullback. So you got the London session midway through, you pull back deep. New York Open-ish, then it continues the trend. I mean, that's the best way I can kind of define it. All right, guys. 30 minutes on the dot. Everything's going great. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm going to go. I got to get out of the house. There's surprises waiting for me. I gotta fuck off, man. Alright, I'm gonna go get a coffee. I'll talk to you guys next week. It was great.